playing on their front court to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Here's the starting group for Portland. Inside, we'll see Kamara and Klingon. Sharp at the 2 with Avdia playing the 3. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. Clock at 4. Stolen by Sharp. Outside Holiday. Sharp, a screen on DiVincenzo. 4-3. The shot by Holiday, no good. And here's McDaniels. A really disappointing game for him in that loss to Atlanta. Gobert with a screen on Avdia. 6 to shoot. McDaniels from long range. They swipe it. Outside Sharp. There's the triple. Fires in the triple.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
DiVincenzo against Holiday. Now DiVincenzo making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. And the basket by Gobert.
What a move by Gobert. Closing that open space in the pick and roll.
Outside Sharp. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Here's Klingon. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I like that. I mean, physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, known for his size and defense, Klingon has the potential to be a very effective two-way player in this league.
DiVincenzo against Holiday. He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
First team foul. At the line for your Timberwolves, Julius Randle, taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
You know, what makes Julius Randle special is his versatility. I mean, he can play big and move fast out there, and he can guard and outplay a number of positions as well. He's a big guy with a soft stroke from the charity stripe. You love to see that.
Well, a new era in Portland, Grant. Young, raw, and still finding their place.
Yeah, B.A., they've committed to growing through reps and putting in the time. The victories are hard-won, but a foundation is being laid.
That gives them the lead.
That skosh of space off the pick was all Edwards needed. Nice execution in the two-man game right there.
Sharp against Edwards. Portland, no good that time either. Minnesota in the lead. Stolen by Sharp. And here's the fast break. Here's Holiday. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
You know, the athleticism of Holiday and his size ensures that even inside, he's an effective scorer.
Now here's Randall. Kamara covering. Outside McDaniels. Left side Edwards. 3 on the clock. Over Sharp. Edwards can't hit.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer it home.
Sharp against Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Down low. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
Outside Sharp. Takes a 3. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Pass to Klingon. Back to Holiday. Portland moving it around. And here's Klingon. There's a screen by Kamara. Inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Boy, that basketball IQ you see from Holiday, understated but consistent, so valuable, especially in these pick and roll sets where he just cuts up defenses.
DiVincenzo, pass to Gobert. McDaniels against Avdia. Pass to DiVincenzo from deep. Avdia pulls it in. Portland leading by 6. Left side Holiday. Back to Avdia. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Knocked away. Here's Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
They're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. Sumu comes in for DiVincenzo. Timberwolves trail by 10. Outside Edwards. Over Holiday. Another miss by Minnesota. Portland has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. It's Sharp on the wing. Avdia from outside. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
DeSumo outside. Reed for 3. Knocks down the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Outside Sharp. 6 on the shot clock. Uses the glass on the layup. Sharp's got 7 points.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Pass to Reed. DeSumo outside. Reed to screen on Sharp. DeSumo, the pass to Reed. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Reed has a pretty proficient three-point shot. He's a big guy who loves to stretch the floor, too.
Back to Holiday. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. 11-point game. As Shaedon Sharp continues to develop, he's proven that he's more than just a high flyer, Grant.
Yeah, we've seen the vicious dunks, but he's also got a pretty good touch as well. The upside potential for him is sky high.
Portland calls timeout. So Portland ends up going with a new group. And right in the middle of winter, hot off the press, some fresh power rankings. Taking a look at the Nuggets, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, I think for Minnesota, they continue to just chug along. I'm impressed with how under control they've been all season. They are as steady as it gets.
Shots good by Henderson.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Edwards. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Here's the pick. Unloads from 13. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
DeSumo with it. Guarded now by Williams. Love the open look. And it's Portland scoring again.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now here's DeSumo, defended by Henderson. And here's Edwards outside. Sinks it from distance. Edwards has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Shot clock at 6. And Grant gets it to go. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes you.
Oh, wow.
Get him away!
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Now here's Love. Pass to Krejci. Now here's Grant. And that that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
The superb work ethic of Grant. My, what a nice, soft touch inside.
DeSumo, the pass to Reed. Now McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Again, the Timberwolves score.
Did not take him long to get into the flow of this game, knocking down 5 of his first 7 shots.
Grant the screen. Here's Krejci. McDaniels covering. Here's Grant. Randall pulls down the board. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside McDaniels. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
That one is off. And so it's Drew Holiday making things happen for Portland. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from the Trailblazers in this one?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic passing.
Here's Henderson. We saw him with 39 points last game. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. It's Scoot and Sharp in at the 1 and the 2. Williams is out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Krejci in at the 3 slot. Grant in the post. Checked by Randall. Oh, Grant throws it down.
You know what? When you allow Grant to get close to the rim, you risk seeing him give you a facial right in your grill.
Clark with a screen on Sharp. Now here's DeSumo. He's covered closely. Hey, great D that time from Grant. And the ball out of play. Timberwolves will have it. And now with a break in the action, here's a look at some of the best passing big men in the league this season. 5th on the list, Julius Randle.
And I love how these guys are some of the most complete front court players in the NBA. They're not just score and rebound bigs, they can also beat you with their passing as well.
And their teammates know to always keep moving on the perimeter because the ball will be coming back out to you if you work yourself free. You're looking at some of the masters of the kick-out pass right there.
Outside Reed. The 11-footer. And that one hits the back iron. Trailblazers lead by 9. Outside for Henderson. Here's Krejci. The Trailblazers rebound. Pass to Henderson. Shot clock at 5. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Grant's shot is off. Minnesota's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Here's DiVincenzo. Driving in, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Hey, why settle for the layup when you can dunk it? DiVincenzo put in on a show on that drive.
Here's Henderson. A reliable go-to guy for them. He's averaging around 26.5 a game.
Decent look from mid-range for sure, but that's not really his shot.
DeSumo outside. Clark outside. DeSumo outside with 3. DiVincenzo. Rebound by the Trailblazers. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Their last encounter was in Portland.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Pass to Reed. Now here's Clark. DeSumo outside. Minnesota needs to get off a shot. Reed for three. On target from range. Reed's got 9 points.
Off-ball preparation paying off for Reed. He was just waiting for that pass.
Timeout called. Portland.
All right, come on, get out for your Timberwolves.
Highland, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Avdia, he's checked in for Krejci. Henderson finds Avdia. Back to Henderson. Avdia outside. Clock at 6. Over Clark. Avdia can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 6. DiVincenzo with it. Into the lane. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Look at how DiVincenzo burst inside on the drive. Gave the defense no time to set up.
Pass to Williams. Outside Sharp. Williams is screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Sharp. Oh! Power it home!
Oh, wow!
Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam!
Yeah, not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharp, just relentless.
Here's Highland. Avdia pulls it in. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 6-point lead coming off that win against the Sixers.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
Reed against Sharp. Reed can't hit. Portland leading by 6. To the paint. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, you know, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
Looking at who's out there for Portland now. Klingon, he's checked in for Williams. Kamara comes in for Grant, and Drew Holiday is subbed in for Henderson. Here's Reed. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
You can't allow Reed to get that kind of positioning. He's got great touch down there.
Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Drew Holiday understands the big picture. He said, quote, basketball is a two-way sport. As much as you train offensively, you need to do the same thing defensively. Doing defensive slides, wall sits, things that help you with your legs and your base. I've done that since I was little. It helps. Back to you guys.
An elite defender. Allie, thank you. Counted from distance.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Pass to Klingon. And Bones Highland gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And Minnesota making a change here. McDaniels checked in. And here's Sharp. DiVincenzo covering. Avdia against McDaniels. Now Klingon. And the shot's good.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Outside Reed. Launches it. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Tipped. Stolen by Reed. McDaniels passes to Reed. Shoots over Klingon. Reed can't hit.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And here's Randall, coming off a 16-point game against Atlanta.
And he didn't just put up big points. He beat everyone to the boards.
Every night, Randall draws a ton of contact, and he dishes it out, too.
Reed against Holiday. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Portland shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert comes in for Reed. And it's Dosunmu in for Randall. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Grant's checked in for Sharp. Gobert finds Highland. 5 to shoot. Dosunmu on the wing. Portland with a rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Following this game, they'll hit the...
Watch out below. Grant just showing no regard for the bucket there. Looking like he was trying to tear that thing off.
Pass to Gobert. Outside. DiVincenzo. Here's Highland. Gobert with a screen on Holiday. Highland. Off target with the 3.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
On the wing, Grant. McDaniels covering. Grant, the pass to Avdia. Klingon with a screen. Back to Grant. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now Highland. 9 points in his last outing. Pass to Gobert. The contact not enough to bother Gobert at the rim.
Best of luck to any defender trying to slow Gobert down. He is ruthless inside.
Many players have size. So what makes Rudy Gobert such a good interior defender, Clark?
Well, size is part of it, clearly, B.A., but timing is the big thing. And then awareness, recognition of what the situations are and being able to adjust your body position accordingly. And then anticipation. I mean, timing and anticipation, awareness, those are the things that make really good defenders.
Tries it from 16. Holiday grabs the miss. Portland leading by 4. Lets it go from deep. Won't go. And that makes him 5 for 8.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Outside McDaniels. And the 3 off target. For Portland, they've gotten 7 of 16 shots to go in the second. Portland again missing. Minnesota's gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. A minute 4 left in the first half of this game. Highland attacks, and the shot goes in. Highland's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Grant with a screen on Highland. To the middle. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Dosunmu can't hit.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Kept alive. Dosunmu outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Over Avdia. Offline from the top of the key. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. More 2K action in just a moment.
It's a good opportunity for them to gain some momentum. On paper, they should win the lion's share of these matchups.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Trailblazers.
Well, they've worked the...
That does it for half.
If you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Naz Reid. What a contribution here.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Naz Reid out there with Rudy Gobert. Then there's McDaniels. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Dosunmu in at two guard. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Kamara, no good. Timberwolves trail by 6. Edwards looking for an opening. Pass to Gobert. Rejected by Klingon.
I like this. The sheer size and reach of Klingon was a big factor in him finding that block.
Edwards against Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Using the size. Gobert.
You know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
Portland leading by 4. Outside Sharp. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Avdia can't get it to go. Minnesota's gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Here's Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Shaedon Sharp.
Pretty tricky and sweet pump fake move by Edwards there, pulling the defender in close to get the foul drawn.
And both free throws good for Edwards. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
Now here's Dosunmu, guarded by Sharp. Reid passes to McDaniels. Here's the 3. Minnesota again missing. And so Holiday will bring it up for Portland. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And there's the foul. It's on Ayo Dosunmu. That's his first foul of the game. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Holiday passes to Sharp. Back to Holiday.
Just 1 for 4 thus far. They have not found their rhythm this half.
Now here's Dosunmu, guarded by Sharp. Pass to Gobert. Oh, the tower with the power move.
Gobert plays as tough at the rim offensively as anybody in the league.
Portland leading by 3. Now we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Holiday against Edwards. Kamara, that's good. Kamara's got 8.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Edwards, a pass to Dosunmu. Shot clock at 6. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And a chance for us to show you this season's top scorers. The 4th spot held by Anthony Edwards.
He's proven to be an essential part of their offensive efforts, always playing hard on that end and ensuring they come up with points.
Holiday passes to Avdia. Back to Holiday. Three-pointer. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And now a 7-point Portland lead.
And as a rebounder, Klingon is probably more advanced at the offensive end at this point.
Dosunmu with it. Guarded now by Klingon. And the basket by Dosunmu.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Outside Sharp. Back to Holiday. Up and in on the layup. He's got 14.
Going off himself tonight. Holiday won't do this every night. But if his team needs his scoring, he can provide it.
Reed, a screen on Sharp. Sumu outside. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Edwards against Holiday. Off the outside. Pass to Sharp. Foul called. Looked like the D didn't get there in time. And he'll shoot free throws. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Well, they did a tremendous job keeping guys fresh. Their aggressiveness took over, showcased by their points off the fast break.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
To the inside. Here's Reed. Pass to Gobert. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And they're among the top 10 in the league in block shots. They don't concede easy buckets at the rim. Their big men play great help defense inside.
And as you mentioned, they love to get out in the open court. And they can cash in on transition chances. Dosunmu outside. Outside Edwards. From outside the arc. Edwards making it look so easy. From deep.
Edwards, a true scoring machine, and he is relentless. He's lighting it up tonight.
Sharp finds Holiday. Back to Sharp. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Sharp's got 12 points in the game.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Holiday. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
There you see how tough Holiday is. He simply pressed and forced the issue there and got the defense to overcommit.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
You know, their lead could be larger right now, but their efficiency from the line has tailed off just a bit.
Clark is checked in for McDaniels. Timberwolves trail by 8. Now here's DiVincenzo. He has 7. And here's Edwards outside. Portland with a rebound. Avdia's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Steps back and fires. And it's good. 2 points. 13 points in the game.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Here's DiVincenzo, and the powerful one-handed slam.
DiVincenzo's got major bounce now. This kid is a big-time leaper. He can play at the rim and above it, too.
Sharp passes to Holiday. The outside. Lets the 3 fly. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got assist number 7 tonight. Here's Edwards. He's got 19. From deep 3-point land. Avdia pulls it in. Avdia's got 6 rebounds in the game. High post Klingon. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
For a 7'2 guy like Donovan Klingon, Must be easy to jam it.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. For the Trailblazers, Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Kamara. Pass to Clark, and here's Edwards. Now here's Randall. 5 on the clock. And they pick up 2. Randall's got 8.
Well, he's a wrecking ball on offense. Randall, so good at finishing inside.
Off the outside. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. You know, it seems like there's much more competition at the big man spot than there used to be.
I think a lot of that is due to the way players are developed now, particularly the big guys. They come in now expected to handle the ball and shoot, and they've watched a number of their predecessors do that in the last couple of decades. Teams now want to have 4 or more shooters on the floor to put great pressure on the opposing defense. So where there used to be 2 spots available for big guys, now they're fighting over 1 spot.
Avdia gets Clark. Avdia passes to Williams. Henderson for 3. Oh, wow. Truly. And they stop the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul.
The ruling on the floor stands.
Personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And Minnesota making a change here. McDaniels checked in. And he makes all 3. Timberwolves trail by 11. Here's Edwards. He's got 22. Out to DiVincenzo. Shoots. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Williams has got 5 rebounds in the game.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Edwards, a pass to Randall. Back to Edwards. Here's Barrett. 3-pointer off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3 and D role players to surround them. Brian, back to you.
A good strategy. Okay, Allie, good stuff. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
Krejci's checked in for Avdia. And Randall drops them both. Portland leading by 9. Here's Henderson. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
Blown opportunity there. He's got to have a short-term memory. Forget about that one.
Edwards. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Williams. Here's Krejci. McDaniels covering. Henderson scanning the floor. Back to Love. 6 to shoot. Grant with it. Randall's in his pocket. From the high post. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, if he can somehow get into a rhythm offensively, I think they could stretch this lead.
McDaniels, a screen on Grant. Randall, pass to McDaniels. And he gets it to go. McDaniels got his 2nd basket of the game.
They have not attempted as many threes here in the second half, which I'm scratching my head about. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
DiVincenzo against Henderson. Soft touch off the glass. Henderson's got 7 points.
Whoa, scoot. What a move.
Edwards against Henderson. Outside McDaniels. And there's a pick. To the paint. Here's Barrett. And he goes in for the dunk.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Denny Avdia making it happen for the Portland Trailblazers. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
He sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the court right now for Portland. It's Scoot and Sharp in at the 1 and the 2. Jeremy Grant out there with Williams. And it's Krejci in at the small forward position. To the left wing. Here's Krejci. Inside. Here's Sharp. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 5 rebounds tonight. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Scoot Henderson.
Just an attacker is Randall. Always seems like he's being sent to the line.
Love is checked in for Portland. And Randall drops them both.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
McDaniels against Henderson. Over McDaniels. Henderson misses.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Outside McDaniels. On the take. Barrett. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Henderson misses. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Randall on the screen. To take the lead is Edwards with a drive. Right side Sharp. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Avdia, he's checked in for Portland. That free throw good from Sharp. Here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Sharp. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
Pass to Avdia. Back to Sharp. Williams, a screen on DiVincenzo. Sharp against DiVincenzo. Henderson outside. Williams, a screen on Edwards. Henderson for 3. And the three-pointer goes. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
A slow start for him, but making amends here in the second half.
Randall with it. Outside, DiVincenzo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Grant driving inside. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Man, Grant has great intensity on his drives to the basket. I mean, there's a ferocity with which he drives that's quite unique.
Gobert with a screen on Sharp. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. And stolen by Williams. Grant outside. Oh, Grant throws it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throw down at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Some changes for Minnesota. Reed's checked in for Randall, and Io DeSumo subbed in for McDaniels. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. 4 on the clock. Here's Edwards. He can't hit that time. Now Portland with it. They're on a 10-2 run here. Henderson, the pass to Avdia. He takes it in. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
And here's DeSumo. Outside Reed. From outside the arc. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Three-pointer Sharp. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
DiVincenzo against Henderson. Here's Gobert. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And that's 10 points for Rudy Gobert. Portland leading by 6. It's Avdia on the wing. Guarded by Edwards. Back to Avdia. Pass to Sharp. Fires from the corner. Grant's shot is off. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. And yep, it's good. And now just a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
Tell you, I love the effort from the defense there, but inside, Reed just had the strength to overpower him.
DiVincenzo with the steal. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And Reed with a basket on the assist by DiVincenzo. Reed's got 7 now in this quarter.
I just love the ball move.
And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Sharp. And he converts the layup.
And his athleticism is big for Sharp in the post. And he can finish with either hand as well. So he'll get a lot of points down low there in his career.
Edwards with it. Guarded now by Williams. And the call is going to be yes on an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Looking at who's out there for Portland now. Klingon, he's checked in for Williams. Kamara comes in for Grant. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Henderson.
When this fella starts knocking down threes, watch out, folks. Just pouring it on in this half.
Portland moving it around. Avdia, screen on Reed. Outside Sharp. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now. Pass to DeSumo. Outside Reed. Ooh, poked away. Sharp with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. Outside Kamara. Back to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Klingon with a screen. Fires for 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Edwards against Avdia. Reed passes to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Avdia to take the lead. Dosunmu outside. The 3-ball. Avdia pulls it in.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Holiday looking for an opening. Outside Sharp. Let's go with a 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got assist number 8 now on the night.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Randall comes in for Gobert, and Jaden McDaniels subbed in for DiVincenzo. Now Dosunmu. Looking to get it going. Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. It's on Drew Holiday. Portland leading. Outside Sharp. Fires the 3. Randall rips down the board. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 15-5 run. Outside Reed. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Edwards. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Trailblazers have gotten 7 of 16 attempts to drop since the start of the 4th. Now Sharp. Clingan with a screen. With a crossover. Oh, it doesn't go.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Edwards. Here's Reed. There's a minute 59 left to play in the 4th. Holiday with the rebound.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating for him. He'll usually convert that.
And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about, no matter your age or your ability.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
Portland making a switch here. Grant's checked in. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Dosunmu. Portland leading. Grant. McDaniels with a rebound. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. Outside Edwards. Slam by him.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. There's a screen by Kamara. Here's Holiday. Clock at 6.
An important hoop for Clingan.
Here's Minnesota. They're on a 17-7 run. Now McDaniels. And misses. Kamara with it. Randall's in his pocket. Here's Avdia. Grant with a screen on McDaniels. Avdia outside. Holiday outside. From deep. Rebounded by McDaniels. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Timeout, Trailblazers. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And we call those ATOs. or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
Rudy Gobert is checked in for Minnesota. Nasumu comes in for DiVincenzo. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Banks it home. Big shot.
Man, great strength that time from Grant. The game up in the air. He really looks comfortable being the guy to take the big shot.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
Important moment, a lot at stake. Able to keep his composure and deliver. Love it.
Holiday fires. That's off. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And so he drops them both, and it's a three-point game.
Delivering exactly what they needed from the line. He secures the three-point lead.
Avdia! This is the three! So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Julius, it wasn't always smooth sailing tonight, but you guys got it done. How did you feel about the level of play coming down the stretch?
Absolutely amazing. You know, there's ups and downs of the season, but, you know, one thing is we're going to play hard every night and give ourselves a chance. So we did that for most of the night, but, you know, we did an amazing job staying together.
The effort certainly was not lacking tonight. Thanks, Julius.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson.